So this is the inside of Coast USA, and I was here with Anthony's fishy friends, who is right now in this video right now. He's doing a live stream when we were there, kind of doing the live stream showing off the betas that they have. Basically on this trip he was there to get some guppies and some other things. As you see, Coast USA does have some decor, has their landscaping stuff, they have their wood, they have their rocks, and of course in these tanks right here you have a bunch of female betas, like these ones right here. Now I know some people have some complaints about them during shipping, although I haven't had that experience. This is just my experience actually visiting the shop locally. This is a local fish store down in San Diego that is open to the public, so people are there, and there's of course going to be some things in here that I didn't see when I was recording, but feel free to point them out if you wish. Now this row you have a bunch of goldfish that they have there for sale, as well as walking towards where they do have the plants. They do have a large variety of different kinds of plants, as pointing some out in this video right now. And of course, if my camera would stay focused, there's more fun. This whole row right here is full of plants, and it kind of heads towards where their workers basically bag their fish. They do have a big selection of plants there, a big segment, and of course here's more betta fish and more females, of course, and there is some kind of black water tanks in the mix, so they do have their mix of clear water as well as water filled with tannins. Some betas do require that tannin, so they do have that going for it. Now as I pan to the right here, you'll see all the betas that they have. They have a huge selections of betas in the store, as well as the website, but like I said, I don't know about their shipping practices. I know some people do complain about that, but they do have some really nice looking betas in the store. Now I will of course be focusing on a few that I kind of like looking at. That's kind of a blue one. I mean, not as spectacular as some of the other ones that are there. Don't worry, that one is alive. It's kind of still on camera. Now this red one, I'm focusing on right now, that is that's one of my favorite ones I saw there. Now I do wish they had a better rack system for this, but a lot of these containers are larger than the normal stuff like these ones right here, and but of course with the huge number of betas in there, they would really need a really nice big rack. Now some of these are probably going out for shipping as well, so keep that in mind. They do sell a lot of these online as well, so, and of course each one of those dots do mean something that basically goes by the price that's going for. And not a lot of activity in these bowls, these little containers, which that's one thing I'd probably recommend for if anyone's thinking about doing fish stores. Kind of do a better rack system. Now this right here is a display rack with some cichlids in them. I do not know what that pinkish one is, so if you do know the name of it, please put it down below in the comments. Bunch of algae on there, but it doesn't harm fish. You see some nice colorful clown loaches there. Yeah, I still want to know what that pinkish looking OB-ish, the ones in the back, I really kind of want to know what that one is. I was kind of confused with the botched ones. Now of course they do have tropical fish like these green terrors and some other fish. This is also in the store as well. They have tanks set for like the normal kind of fish you see in fish stores. I do like the colorations on these green terrors. They do look very lively. Definitely a lot more livelier than the betas that they had in those little containers, but and of course there's a few other fish that I kind of decided to focus on, if my camera would focus on them. Those are blue cars apparently. Now this one is a lovely fish that I haven't seen anywhere else. On the tank is only labeled as Millimo or Millimo, but what the scientific name is on them, according to Guppies USA on their website, is Placidochromis Millimo. I haven't really seen these in any other stores that I noticed. Although I wish they would kind of put the full scientific name, because I have no clue what that Millimo meant. I kind of thought it was kind of a fish name, but I do kind of like the colors on these as well. But of course, with any fish, I don't have the room for right now, and I would have to do a lot of research first. Now, of course, you do have your Synodontis right here. I believe those are the petricolas that are, of course, playing in the stream of the outputs and as well as on the glass. Very lively little catfish, but they do love playing in the flow. And when I had them in my small tank, they used to do that all the time. Just kind of play around with the outlet flow. Now, of course, like any old fish store, they do have their series of hard goods, like the hang on the back filters, their substrates, of course, looking at the plants again, and swinging around back around towards the betas. And of course, kind of just turning around to go down the other way, where you have the sponge some of the sponge filters and stuff like that, lights. Now, of course, there's more segments of where they have these totes full of goldfish, like these ones right here, which I believe was a nice little color. So I definitely had to take a video of this one, and they just kind of look very colorful. Kind of helpful that they actually had them in that strainer there. I'm guessing that's for an online order that someone's probably purchasing. They're probably just kind of either acclimating them somehow or just kind of just separating them from the others. And now, of course, this is one of the reasons why me and Anthony were there, was to get him some guppies. And this is, of course, one of the guppies. Very hard to actually film in here, mainly due to the lack of lights. Very, very dim. Now, of course, off to the tropical side again, you got your electric blue cars right here. Nice little fish I would love to keep. Either that, or I'll probably keep the regular blue cars personally if I had a tank for them. But I do love the way that these look as well. They're kind of just chilling out. That one's kind of just chilling out on the rock work. But overall, I think it's a nice little shop. I mean, yeah, they might have some issues like the bunches of betas in the cups, but that's kind of a normal thing that goes on. Now, of course, you got some shrimp. Now, I mean, and there's a lot of people out there that do complain about their shipping. I know when Anthony did bring the guppies home, he did actually lose one in the bag, but overall the rest did survive, so I'm not sure if it's just a bad one on that one. And now, of course, back to the betas. Another neat little cool one, as well as a nice little red one right there. Not the best looking ones I've seen. The white one's pretty good looking. It's just not as lively as the red one is right there, but definitely, there are some good looking betas at Coast Gem USA. Hey, the white one decided to actually move a little. Now, this one is just a very magnificent looking one. I would probably buy this if I had a tank for it, but that's my personal opinion. I know a lot of people might not like the decorative ones that are more decorative than the wild beta types, but still, I think these would still make a really excellent pet as well. I just love the coloration on the fins on that one. And back off to the cichlids right here that they do have. I believe these are sulfur heads, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comments. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing these are sulfur heads, but I'm probably wrong on that, unfortunately. Now, would I go to Coast Gem USA? Probably not as much, primarily because it's so far away from where I'm at, And there's definitely another store I'd really love visiting, which is also down in San Diego, that you'll see in a couple of videos from here, because we did visit a number of different fish stores down in San Diego. This is just the first one in the list that we did. And now, of course, you have the tortoise that they have outside the store. So, I mean, yeah, go check them out if you wish. So.